the first words. What the heck is it? Oh, thank you. Nice that. Way back in the summer of '65, Bob Dylan got bored and maybe a little tired of picking and strumming on stage all alone. He put a band together, just wanted to play a little rock and roll. No, he still wanted to say stuff, he just wanted to say it a little louder. Yeah, and that right there was when the end got started. The fans started booing, they didn't like it louder, and the whole wide world started to lose their minds. Even Pete Seeger picked up an axe and tried to put an end to the whole dang thing. You know, we would have been better off if he had. 'Cause Dylan went electric in 1965, and then the world went insane. Now we're all gonna die. Now we're in the state we're in. Wanna know the reason why? Yeah, it's all 'cause Dylan went electric in 1965. Well, the band didn't stop, they took the show on tour. They kept getting louder, used more and more electricity to drive the ramps. To get where they were going, they used all of the gas. Well, most of it, some enough, that put us over the edge. You know, oil don't grow on trees, man, and that's why there's war in the Middle East. Then they got so loud they heard it in Washington. They said, where's all that noise coming from? A racket like I never heard before. What's making all them kids so sore? Somebody better call the cops, send in the National Guard, shut them all up, remind them what it means to be American, crate them up, ship them all off to Vietnam. Finally we got some peace and quiet. Still went electric in 1965, and then the world went insane. Now we're all gonna die. Every single war we've ever had to fight, yeah, it's all 'cause Dylan went electric in 1965. Then unfortunately one night in Wichita, Dylan's amp developed a peculiar flaw, transmolecular transmodification, which in turn produced a lethal amplification. And by the time they got to like a Rolling Stone, they blown a hole straight through the ozone. Now that's some real science stuff, true facts. Read a book. And the thump of the bass, it created a reaction chain, pushed some air on down to 5th and Main, where it created a kind of sonic whirlpool, started growing, getting bigger. Then soon the whole dang thing got out of hand, started gaining power all across the land. Yeah, it sucked up all that CO2, and then by subterranean homesick blues, the whole thing finally gave out and blew, sending chemicals and gases into the air, eventually destroying our atmosphere. Global warming, climate change, scientists keep saying it's you and me. You gotta go back to the source, man. Thanks a lot, Dylan. Dylan went electric in 1965, and then the world went insane, and now we're all gonna die. Hurricanes, floods, melting of the polar ice, yeah, it's all 'cause Dylan went electric in 1965.
A little more water, please.
Okay, now the next verse sometimes makes some people upset. It's a stupid song. Don't worry about it. I mean, you're probably wrong if you don't like this verse, but when Donald Trump was a kid, he got invited to a show, but he said he was busy, he declined to go. Said he had better things to do, get peed on, sniff some glue, but when he heard he had missed such an epic event, he felt left out, had to put in his own 2 cents. He said, Bob Dylan, so overrated, sad. But from that point on, an idea started forming. The one gear that worked in his head started turning. He just could shake it out of his head. 51 years later, finally stood up and said, if they let Dylan get away with that, and all I've been doing is talking crap. Seems like folk here ain't too choosy. Think I can go out and grab some residential votes. Seems like they'll let you get away with anything around here if you do it loud enough. Dylan inspiration. Dylan went electric in 1965, and then the world went insane, and now we're all gonna die. We had a whiny mad baby as our president, 45, all 'cause Dylan went electric in 1965. Then the next few years were a bit of a fright. We were trudging along, still fighting the fight. We didn't know how bad things could get. Can someone tell me, is America great again yet? Yeah, we hadn't heard from Dylan for a while, and I thought that was maybe a silver lining, but then he decided to write his first new song since the election, and he put out a brand new record, Rough and Rowdy Ways, released in the year 2020. Need I say more? And the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. Yeah, but then again, so is COVID-19, so everybody better quarantine. Them fires out west are burning the ground flat. The wind surely ain't the answer to that. No one knows who to trust or who to believe. And I can sure tell you one thing, it sure ain't Bob Dylan. That's not even his real name, it's Robert Zimmerman. What you trying to hide, Bob? 'Cause Dylan went electric in 1965, and then the world went insane, and now we're all gonna die. Year 2020 came and screwed with all our lives, all 'cause Dylan went electric in 1965. Alright, we're almost done. So if you've been wondering if things went wrong, I think it's safe to say it all leads back to that time Dylan picked up a Stratocaster for the first time. Unintended consequences of speaking your mind, but we made pie charts, spreadsheets, double-checked the facts, performed interviews, and it all leads back to the Newport Folk Festival 1965. I didn't even mention Enron, Exxon Mobil, Citizens United, Flat Earthers, Russian collusion, skinny jeans. Tom Petty died, David Bowie died, Prince died, Eddie Van Halen died. Dylan, still kicking. Coincidence? I don't think so. So if you want to blame someone for the state we're in, I say we might as well blame Bob Dylan. It's alright, he can take it. Goddamn Nobel laureate. And anyway, it's easier than blaming ourselves. 'Cause Dylan went electric in 1965, and then the world went insane. Now we're all gonna die. Taking responsibility. Ah, yeah, right. I'll just blame Dylan going electric in 1965. Dylan went electric in 1965.